Yo, 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 it's your boy One Deep 215, back with another video. Today, I'm gonna touch on something pretty serious. But I'm gonna hit it from another angle. I think is wellly known that times are hard. Economy, racial problems, cultural problems, relationship problems, all those things. Just the world in a nutshell is hard right now. And I don't think I'm stepping out of bounds by saying that or breaking news by saying that. But it had me thinking, like, I think I touched on it on this channel. To keep it a buck, I don't see it getting better. I think it's going to get worse way before it get better. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion. With that being said, okay, I think it's going to get worse. So that had me thinking about the next generation and the generation after that, and so on and so forth. And it's like, what's up? What's going to be the outcome for a lot of these people coming up after us? Our kids, the generation after them. If what I say is true, how hard is it going to be for them? If what I say is true, it's going to get worse before it get better. Wow. And when you really think of that, you like, damn, I don't want if you got kids, you like, I don't want my kids coming up worse, in a worse society than I came up. The goal is for them to come up in a better society. Now, we think of that as monetary, so we want to give them the best education, the best understanding, and things of that nature. But we all know money doesn't change all the trials and tribulations you could go through culturally and modernly. It doesn't. Money can change a lot of things, but it don't change what you deal with, if that makes sense. And it had me thinking more, and like, us as a gender, I'm speaking to my men, we have to get in our kids' lives. We have to. We have to get in our kids' lives, because what I'm seeing is, I am seeing a lot of men, more men, in their kids' lives. So, props for that. I mean, I see it. I see a lot of men, they doing what they need to do. But for every man that is in his child life, it's probably about 3 or 4 that's not, if we just being honest. And this ain't, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to be there, you got to be there for this, you got to contribute to that. All those things might reign true, but this ain't that. Y'all know I'm a realist, and I'm fair, and I'm logical. This don't have nothing to do really with money at all. But showing the child that you there for him, showing the child that you care, showing the child that they loved, goes a long way. It just does. And I need my men to really show up, because at this point it's mandatory for the future's sakes. Not just for your child's sake, for their future. To let them know, to give them positive reinforcement. Because everything is so desensitized now. Everything is so out there and vulgar and bold on the negative level. It is. We got to admit to that. The same stuff we see, they see. They see. Especially if you got a child that's of a certain age. But this go to all men. I don't care if your child 4 years old. We need to do what we gotta do. Now, I understand that a lot of men ain't in the household with their child. It's a well-known thing. I'm not casting no shadows on that. Right or wrong, people are adults. Some people can't get along. Some people ain't supposed to be with each other. I'm not saying y'all need to start moving back in and all. This ain't that at all. This is whatever you can do, do. This is the time now to do when it comes to your child. This don't have nothing to do with $1 million. This don't have nothing to do with $1,000. This don't have nothing to do with money at all. Of course, those things help. You want to be there for your child financially in the best way you can. You can only do what you can do. But I'm talking about mentally. Being that person they can confide in. Being that shoulder they can cry on. Being that person they can talk to. As a man. And I know a lot of men, they think of the gender aspect of it. But believe it or not, this goes for your daughters too. If not more. Because I'm seeing a lot of young women being thrown to the wayside. Not by their dads. Just in life. Just in life, because we see what a lot of these young women mindsets is going. And it's going in the wrong direction. We talk about these women all the time. This ain't that type of video. But if we being real, we see what these women are doing. Do you think these young women don't see that? You don't think they look at that? We know what pop culture is, what these rappers, I gotta put that in quotes, are spewing, and the negativity that's out here. So not only this is for the young boys, this is for the young girls. Like I said, if not even more, because I'm seeing it a lot. A phone call go a long way. A text go a long way. You telling them you love them go a long way. You really showing sincere that you care about them. Man, listen. I don't think I'm breaking news by saying I was a child before. I'm sure y'all was kids before too. That goes a long way with a child's psyche. It just does. It does. Do they want that new pair of sneakers? Yes. Do they want that $100 book bag? Yes. Do they want that flashy outfit? Yes. But those things are things that you do how you do, you get how you get. But compassion is free. Love is free. A phone call is free. A text is free. Those things, and none of it's perfect, because I'm not. It's things that within my life that I want to do for my kids that I feel as though I can do better. This ain't me saying I'm a great father. I'm daddy of the world, because I'm not. I'm not. There's things I think on that I want to do, that I should do. But just you acknowledging that you there for him can go a long way. I don't care what nobody say. Because what you're going to hear is about money. What you always going to hear is about money. It's about this. Or when you bring in the such. Or that's if it's the mom. If it's the kid, daddy, I want this, I want that. They happy with you when they want something. That's just how it go. You got to grow some balls and just take that. That's just what it's going to be. But you move to beat your own drum. Those things are frivolous. Yeah, I'm going to get those things if I can. I'm going to do what I can do for you. But you always got me here as an ear. I listen to you. How was your day? What's going on? You got any new hobbies? What's up, dog? You cool? Those things is the things that really ring true with a child. It does. Because one of the main reasons why I'm touching on this is because, they the future. I know it sounds like an after school special, but for my men of a certain age, 35, 40 and up, if you up there in my age range, who you think gonna be wiping your ass in about 20 years? Not to be funny. I know this is a serious subject, but It's going to be the 11-year-old that's out there that's still manifesting through this thing we call life. It is. Who you think going to put that, hopefully it don't get there, but who you think going to strap that diaper onto you and wipe your ass in about 20 years from now? It's them. It's them. And the mental aspect of it means more than anything that you can think of. When you loved unconditionally by your parents, by your father, since that's what we're speaking on, it goes a long way with a child. You gotta give them some positive reinforcement and some guidance and some structure. It means a lot. They seeing too much negativity. You gotta balance it out some type of way, or at least die trying. You do. I'm saying it's mandatory at this point, because if it's like this now, and most of us agree it's getting worse, what is it going to be for them? What is it going to be for our offsprings? It ain't always about money. People that got money right now is going through the ringer. Culturally, socially, mentally. So those things travels with a child all the way up to adulthood. And when a child feel unwanted, man, or a child not connected, not saying you gotta have the biggest bond with your child, you should, but we know it don't work that way. Especially with a lot of these teenagers. They think they've been there and done it. They think they know everything. They look at parents as old and corny. So I get it. I get the regular things that go on in one's lives. Like, man, my kids don't even want to be around me. They think I'm an old man, and we all know how it go. But y'all know what I'm talking about as well. Being there for your child is important, more now than ever. It's always been important, but we know it starts at home. So when you put that together, what's the common denominator? A lot of men ain't at home. It's so many broken homes. And like I said, I'm not preaching go back home. Go back with, that's impossible for a lot of men. And I understand. So we got to do it the other way. I don't care what you got to do. Pull up at their school. Pull up wherever you can pull up. A lot of men can't even, believe it or not, and it's sad to say, and I'm not saying this wrong on either side, a lot of men can't pull up to their kids' house for whatever reason. And I feel sorry for those men. Or at least they think they can. Because there's two sides to every story. But there's ways, especially as they get older, there's ways to be an influence and a patriarch in your child's life. It just is. And we have to do it. This ain't speculation. This ain't guessing. This is a have to. This is a have to. If you care about your child's future, you'll do it. And like I said, there's nothing monetary about it. Through the money part and the financial part, help. Yes. I'm not saying don't spend no money on your kid, but just tell them you love them every day. That's not enough. You do what you can do. But that love trumps anything financial on any day. It does. And I don't mean to sound like an after school special, but y'all know I'm real. I'm being real about it. It is. Because I was once that child that just wanted a phone call. Just wanted, oh damn, is that his car? Oh, he coming to get me? I wonder where we going. It's important. It's important. It goes a long way to the psyche and the mind frame of a child. And as they grow older and become young adults, it carries on with them and so on and so forth. It does. So, like I said, I'm making it known that we all have to bring awareness to this, and we gotta be there, because them following some of these people that they following, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. A child is very impressionable and influenced easily. Why not bring a positive influence to balance that out? Not saying you being in their life gonna make them a ray of sunshine. It's not, but it will balance it out, and it will let in the back of their head they will know, damn, my pop really care about me. That's a gift that keep on giving, you know? That's not a pair of sneakers. That's not a new video game. That's not a new dress for your daughter. That's the gift that is unreplaceable. It really is. And we have to do it. We have to. More. I'll see y'all in the next one.